Hey everybody, I'm back with part two. I said I was going to pull some cards. My computer needed to update, and I'm just way too excited about this because I just pulled 6 cards. I pulled 3 cards from my regular Connolly tarot deck. So the first card was the Star. The second card was the Ace of Wands. The third card was Justice, my old friend. And then I pulled 3 cards from my Unicorn deck, Magical Unicorns Oracle card. And so I pulled Simplicity, Creative, and Listen to Your Feelings. So I'm going to go over the tarot cards in a minute, because once I read what those meanings are, you're going to see how they completely relate to these other cards and relate to everything we just talked about. If you missed the first part of the video, it's a short video. It's about 18 minutes. Definitely give it a watch. So simplicity. Put your energy into the basics and let go of excess. Creative. Draw, paint, think, and act in creative ways. Listen to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. So those are the unicorn cards. Those are pretty self-explanatory because they give the meanings right on them. Now, normally when I read tarot, I interpret for the person. But since these are for the group as a whole, I kind of went in and jotted down some key words from my tarot book. And so the Star, optimism, renewal, boundlessness, peace. I don't know what that word says. Oh, nurture both the physical and spiritual aspects. Do what is practically required while at the same time visualizing your ideal future. So it was the first card. The second card, the Ace of Wands. Birth, energy, inspiration, looking for new opportunities. Source of inspiration, excitement, enthusiasm. You must be active in the change. The change must be grasped in order to come to fruition. Justice, fairness, balance, ethics, balance in the scales. All actions have their consequences. Everything will fall into place just as it is meant to. Responsible people will be fairly compensated. It is time to find your center. So this is why I love tarot, because I mean, I just pulled 3 cards from 2 completely different decks. Here's my deck. Here's my towel from my other deck. When you're in a certain energy field, or you're in a certain energy vibration, the universe listens, and the universe responds in kind. So obviously we're sitting here and we're talking about the law of the perpetual transmutation of energy, and we get the Star, we get the Ace of Wands, Justice, simplicity, creativity, and listen to your true feelings. So the universe is responding to that, and the universe just gave me all of these 6 cards, okay? So what's really important here is just know that the universe responds to you. So when you're feeling down, now I have James Taylor's song in my head, just know that a little tiny step forward can be so helpful. It can really just change your outlook. It can really just change your energy, the energy of your home, the energy of your work environment. And it really opens up the doors for new opportunities that you may not have seen if you hadn't put on your favorite song on the way to work, or you know, poured some bleach in your tub to clean it because, you know, you just like that clean smell in your bathroom. It doesn't have to be anything specific. One of the things that Tracy talks about is really letting go of tools. You don't need to have sage. You don't need to have incense to cleanse your personal space and raise your vibration. You can put on a happy song. You can watch a happy movie. You can watch your favorite show. You know, listen to your favorite song 6 times. Doesn't matter what you do. It just matters that you do it and that you take those steps to change your energy when you're feeling down. Okay? So, like for me right now, I was exhausted when I started this, and now here it is, I don't know, 40 something minutes later, and I could probably go run a marathon. Not that I'm going to go run a marathon, but I definitely have the energy to go and do something that I maybe wasn't going to do, like maybe meditate or give myself some Reiki, instead of going and being a lump on the couch with my cat. So just know that each little step, you know, takes you in the right direction. Energy is moving constantly. Energy does not stop moving. You're the only thing that stops your energy from flowing. Okay? And that happens, and it happens to all of us. We get in funks. I was in a funk all weekend. I even just told my husband, I think yesterday night, I was just like, it's not you, it's literally me. I'm just miserable today. I don't want to be bothered. I just want to eat. I want to watch TV, and I want to go to bed. And that's okay to have days like that. Those are what I call me days. I need some self-care. You have to take care of yourself. Don't push yourselves. You need a break, you need a break. And that goes for everybody in your life. Sometimes you need to tell your kids, I just need a break. Sometimes you need to tell your friend, I just need a break. You know, I can't talk to you right now. It's okay. All right? So the cards that I pulled for the group, I'll go over them again. The Star, optimism, renewal, boundlessness, peace, nurture both the physical and spiritual aspects. A lot of times people who are doing psychic development or who are developing mediums, they focus solely on the spiritual of it, and that's where we all are in the beginning. Focusing on how to read for somebody, how to have morals and ethics in a reading, how to understand tarot cards, how to interpret them. Whatever it is your thing is, whether it's Reiki or IET, whatever it is, doesn't matter. That's what we focus on, is getting all of that under our belts. And then the next phase of that is our physical and our personal development and healing, so that we can help more people, okay? Because we can't help anybody if we can't help ourselves or get ourselves out of a funk or turn our vibration around in a few minutes when we start to notice that we're feeling like poop. So your physical world is really important, as well as your spiritual. Generally, the spiritual comes first in this, and then the physical comes later. You have to find a balance, and sometimes you have to be a little bit selfish and focus on you. Do what is practically required of you while at the same time visualizing your ideal future. So again, like we talked about in that first video, asking yourself some questions. What's the cause? What's the reason for what's going on in my life now? What can you actively do to change it? Ace of Wands, birth, energy, inspiration, looking for new opportunities, finding sources of inspiration, which can be hard when you're in a bad place. So you have to look a little bit harder. Excitement, enthusiasm, you must be active in the change, like we talked about, the law of attraction, number 3. Everything must be grasped in order for it to come to fruition. So you have to take those jumps. Justice, fairness, balance, ethics, balance the scales. All actions have fair consequences. Everything will fall into place just as it's meant to. Responsible people will be fairly compensated. Take time to find your center. Simplicity, put your energy into the basics. Let go of the excess, which works with, what was that on the other side? I don't remember. doing what is practically required, which is the star, and then being creative, paint, draw, think, and act in creative ways. I actually literally just realized that all 6 of these cards literally correspond in the way that I pulled them. Again, thank you, universe. And listen to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong, which works with justice, fairness, balance, ethics, balance in the scales. Everything will fall into place. Law of compensation, responsible people will be fairly compensated. Take time to find your center. Okay? So if you needed this today, I hope you see it. And if you need it in 3 weeks, I hope you see it. I'm just too excited about the cards. I can't help it. I love when that happens. So that's about it. I'm going to give my husband his office back. And I'm going to go, I don't know, clean something. Because now I have the energy of a 2-year-old. So yeah. Have a great night. I will actually take photos of these cards later, and I will post them in the group so that way you can see them as a reference. And I don't know, maybe later on I'll jump over to the other page, or I'll do it here. I'll pull some cards if we get some requests. Okay. All right. Time for supper. Have a good night, everybody.